Yo, what is up guys? And today I want to talk about a very easy way to actually think of some Guild Wars offense teams. Now say for example you are doing your Guild Wars and you actually don't know what to take against certain teams just because you actually haven't seen that team a lot on defense and you're just very confused, or you just kind of want to know what everyone else is running. For example, let's say I have no idea what to run against the second team featuring Mercedes, Shu, and Rimuru here, and I actually don't really know, what strategy I want to take into this team. Well, there actually is a website which will be in the link down below and also in the description box. Keep in mind, this is not mine. I use this all the time though. It is going to be Fribble's E7 Guild War Meta Tracker. This guy also makes the optimizer that actually helps you, put your gear on your units if you guys want to know. Yeah, this is all credit to him. I'm just letting you guys know that this resource is out there. He has a Discord channel you can go into. There's a lot of helpful people there. You can even donate to him at the top right on this website if you guys want to actually support him, because he does this all for free basically. But basically the way this works is you're actually going to be able to choose a defense. So the defense team that I chose, I just mentioned, right, Mercedes, Shu, and Rimuru. Say I just have no clue, what I want to bring against that team. Well, if you actually search those three units, you can actually see that it'll put all these units here and all these team comps that you can run, and you'll see the success rate and the wins and losses for each of those team comps that have run into that defense team. Now you might be asking, is this data accurate? How is this tracked? You can see at the top it says this app tracks data from however many attacks from top 30 ranked guild wars. So basically in the top 30 ranked guilds, all the guild wars that happen, these are all going to be tracked, and the update happened approximately a week before this video is released. Still very recent. The meta doesn't change that quickly, so you can find this as a very good resource in case you don't know what to run. Recently guys, also there has been another feature added. You'll see the optional tier here. If there's a unit you really want to use, you can actually put the unit in the include hero, or if there's a unit you don't have, then you can actually exclude that unit. Say for example you do not have Lionheart Sermia here, which I actually do not own. So if I actually type her name in here, it will actually exclude all the teams with Lionheart Sermia. You'll see, so the best team for me, if I don't have Lionheart Sermia, because she was one of the best options here, is going to be, either the first team or even the second team or even the third team and so forth. Most likely I'll do either the first or second team because they are the highest win rates with the biggest sample size. So it is a good option. Now keep in mind when you guys are using this resource, don't scroll too far down because of the fact that you actually might find some teams that only worked once, and usually those teams you need a lot better gear, or the gear requirements are a lot less known. But for say example for the first team here, Ruel, Crow, Apoc, Ravi, the gear doesn't really have much variance between player to player. Usually, all three units are very bulky and not super fast, so it is pretty easy to replicate. Now, this will pretty much work for every single 3-unit combination because, as you guys know, there's a lot of people that play this game, and there's many different defense teams out there. For example, if we put in actually Conquerlius, Shu, and Senya, which is a very popular defense team ever since all these units got buffed or released, basically you'll see that there's so much data here, right? Because this is so very popular in the defense meta for Guild Wars, and you can actually pick and choose between units that you want to use and see the win rates and the sample sizes and choose what you want. So personally, probably this would be best, this fourth team right here, but a lot of people don't have this 3-star unit actually maxed out, so it's very hard to use. But this is a very common counter that people use in the higher ranks. You guys might not have even known. If you scroll down, you'll see a very good comp would be Rowana, Pilis, and also Senya. Very good as well because only 2 losses after 200 matches, so pretty good. And you're going to see that, this tool is just very good against not only just meta defenses, but for random defenses in higher guild levels where, you're kind of scared because you don't know what to expect. You can actually see what people actually have run into those defense teams. Also guys, if you guys are looking for a good resource to make your defense teams for Guild Wars as well, not only will this help you make your offense teams, but also if you scroll down here, you can see the top 50 most common meta defenses for the top 30 ranked Guild Wars in the past 3 weeks. You can see, all the units that you can actually put together and see their win rates, how much they win and lose directly. And basically you can just go down and choose, for example, this team here looks very good. Mercedes, Lua, and also Aiden, because 24.6% win rate on defense is insane. And you can, if you scroll down, you can find even better ones. You see Apoc, Ravi, Conquerlius, Senya, very popular, very strong as well. And you can even see more other options that you can actually just pick and choose between the units that you have. You can also use the search function here, similar to fighting a defense, and actually put together units and, actually craft your teams that way as well. So just so you guys can see, this is the team comp that was recommended against that Shu, Rimuru, and Mercedes defense, which isn't super common, but you still see it sometimes. I have the second team that was recommended, APOC, Ravi, Crow, and Rwana. I think they were 10-0. So, this is the team comp that's pretty much recommended, and basically, the way it works is basically what's going to happen is Rwana will bait the Mercedes, which obviously has a lot of AoE, so it doesn't really matter too much. But the biggest thing is that the Rimuru will actually go into the Crow, which will make it so that he can bait him and also, get him low enough to actually use his S3. So basically the way that this works is it pretty much will give you the best comps, but you still have to actually play it out, and you're going to see that the results will vary depending on your gear. But in general, if your gear level is the same as the defense teams you are fighting, you'll actually see that you have a pretty much almost a 100% chance to win unless you get really screwed over by RNG. You can see like this battle is going very, very smoothly. I actually got very unlucky here. I got 3 counters on me on my APOC Ravi. But the thing is, this comp is so tanky that even if they all counter like this and RNG goes pretty poorly, I'm still pretty favored to win because of this. But also, guys, just thinking about the team comp here, it just really makes sense because Rwana also just counters very counter-focused teams, and every enemy on the enemy side has a counter. So it should be pretty easy, right? After I kill this Mercedes here, she's going to revive. Actually, her revive is already down because I actually got it off. You guys didn't see that on your screen because I stopped the recording. But basically, yeah, now like it's very, very smooth sailing. Like, sure, maybe my Crow will die. I mean, it doesn't take into account like units dying as well, so you have to be careful. But the thing is, this is pretty accurate in what it does. Just more counter attacks here. You can see it's very, very easy. I just get pushed up. Basically, at this point, even if my Crow died there, even if I got super unlucky with RNG, my Crow died very early, like he just did, I can actually just revive him very, very easily with my APOC Ravi's S3 as soon as it's back off of cooldown. And yeah, here we go. Like I said, APOC Ravi does revive the Crow. Now it should be super, super easy. I do have that skill nullifier, and then Remuru's just going to waste his time going into the Crow here. Honestly, this guy's gear is pretty crazy, so, was a little bit closer than I expected, but nonetheless, all 3 units are going to be alive at the end of all of this. And it is going to be a win unless he actually kills my APOC Ravi, which he shouldn't because I have defense buff and proof. And you're going to see it actually healed my APOC Ravi because she is that good of a unit still after all of this time. So yeah, basically, it is very, very easy. You should definitely use this resource. It will definitely save you not just like a lot of wins in Mystic Medals, but a lot of time because honestly, if you're lazy like me and you don't want to theory craft too much about team comp and Guild Wars offense, then this is very, very good for you because like I said, it just kind of gives you the team comps you want to use. Like I said, guys, this is not mine. This is Fribble's. He also does that gear optimizer as well. So make sure you guys check out his, Discord and also give him a lot of support and love because without him, I would be having a lot more trouble in Epic 7 in terms of gearing and also doing, Guild Wars. So shout out to him. He's a very, very good player, obviously, and thank him a lot for, just making everything and for what he also does for the community. But yeah, pretty much, this is not fail-proof, so keep in mind, you can always get screwed over by RNG, but this is still a very, very good tool to use and have, available because, like I said, you can't always just, rely on, just RNG and just, your own brain because, it's kind of like using a calculator or not using a calculator when you have access to a calculator. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, hope this video helped you out, guys, and hopefully you guys can win more Guild Wars with this. As always, if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment down below. Sorry I sound so sick today, guys, because I actually have the flu again, so pretty sad, but hopefully I get better and my voice will get better as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.